channel. This is Miss V here. How y'all doing today? Today is Testimony Tuesday, and I wanted to talk to you all about when my mother passed away. It's time. I told y'all that I would talk about it when God gave me the okay that it was okay to talk about it, and He has given it to me because somebody needs to hear this. So the purpose of me doing this video is to encourage someone who may be going through something similar, or just need to hear what I'm about to say. I am going to try to do this the best I can. Even though it's been years since my mother passed, it's still hard for me because you only have one mother. And as I always tell y'all in my testimonies, if a tear falls, I'm just going to let it fall. I'm not going to pause the video. Because that's normal. Because I have feelings. But I feel good about giving this testimony because I feel that it will help someone. And I am comfortable enough to talk about it now. They say time heals. No, time does not heal. In my opinion, time helps you to cope. That's all time does. Because you only have one mother in life. And that's it. Time can't heal that. So, anyway, I'll take you back. She died in 1999. Some people be like, oh, that was 19 years ago. Okay, yes it was. But that was still my mother. 19 years ago. She died in 1999. Yes. 19 years ago. I'm going to let that sink in. For some of you who may be naive to the fact that, that time does not heal. So I'm going to let that 19 years sink in. Y'all ready? Okay. So, my mother was diagnosed with cervical cancer. And so I remember when she found out, it was like I'm paraphrasing. It's been some years, but it was kind of at the end of the week, like a Thursday or a Friday. And they made her an appointment to go see a doctor for a second opinion like that Monday. And I was the one who took her, I remember. So when I took her that following Monday, I remember them saying that the cancer had spread. And I was like, she just found out Friday. And the doctor was saying, yes, it had spread to whatever areas it had spread to. And so, all the little myths about cancer. So me I was young at the time. I ain't know no better. So I just asked the doctor. I said, so is it true that when air hits cancer, it spreads? And is it true that when you cut on someone with cancer, it spreads? He was like, no, those are just myths. And so anyway, she got her second opinion and he diagnosed her with cancer too, said it had spread. So years went by, no problem with the cancer, whatever. And then it had got to a point where she had got to a point where she needed to either do radiation or chemotherapy. And she agreed to the radiation. I remember her going to do the radiation. I remember taking her a couple of times. And I remember her saying how it burned, like it burns you, like it burns your skin or whatever area they're doing the radiation. And if you don't know about radiation, if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on it. I'm not 100% sure, but if I can remember good, what radiation does is kill the cancer cells. I guess to just keep them from multiplying or whatever. But anyway, that's what radiation does. But for some reason, she would not take chemo. They tried to get her to take chemo. She never would take that chemo. So anyway, she took the radiation. We did the best we could, help take care of her or whatever. And she got to a point where evidently they were doing radiation like around her neck area. And she got to a point where she had trouble swallowing from the radiation. So I remember the only thing she could really eat was like a milkshake, suck out a straw. And that was the only way we could get her, crush the medicine up and put it in a milkshake. And I remember when me and my sister started taking turns staying with her, this was at the point where she had got real bad. She needs somebody with her 24/7. And I remember my older sister telling us, if you get sad or think you're going to cry, just leave out the room. I was saying to myself, well, how to take care of her? I had to leave out the room every 5 minutes. I was crying the whole time. Because it was something, she had just been diagnosed with it and we were having to take care of or whatever, you know, and it's somebody you love, so you're gonna be sad. And so she was in so much pain too, she couldn't stand for you to even touch her arm. She couldn't stand it. It was just that painful. But anyway, I remember we took turn. We did, you know, everybody worked around their schedule, and at this time I was working. I don't even know what I was working. I don't know. But anyway, on my off days, I stayed with her, and then my other sister did the same thing. So we did that for a while. I don't know if it was months or years or what. But we did it as long as we could do it. And then it came to a point where one of my sisters was like, she wanted to move my mother to her house. And I was saying to myself, if you move her out her environment, she gonna die. Because you know how older people is. We always say that. But anyway, so she ended up deciding to go ahead and move. My mama didn't want to move, but we had to do what was best for her. And so we kept doing what we were doing, taking care of her. And at some point, we ended up moving her. And I remember when we moved her, it was on a Thursday. And so I had to go to my sister's house and, you know, stay with her or whatever. But I remember distinctly this one particular day that I was with her. And after I got her dressed or whatever, I asked her, did she want to sit in this recliner? And she nodded her head, yeah. And so I sat in the recliner. Y'all know how a recliner, this was a cloth, like a fabric recliner. And it was real soft. So I put her in that recliner. And so when my sister got off, when she got there, she was still in the recliner. So later on that night, my sister called me. And she said, baby, don't you ever put mama in this recliner again. Because she was married at the time. My sister was married at the time. She said, me and my husband had to fight her to get her back in that bed. And we just came to the conclusion, she was just in so much pain. I guess the recliner was just so comfortable, she wanted to stay in it. And then some people were like, why you ain't just leave in the recliner? You can't just leave the woman in a recliner. She got to get in the bed at some point. So my sister said her husband had to literally pick her up and put her back in the bed. So I didn't do that no more, even though I know what was best for her. But to keep down confusion, I just let her stay in that bed. Or either if I put her in the recliner, I put her back before my sister got there or whatever. But anyway, so we dealt with that. We did that. You know, it was hard because I knew my mother. She didn't want her taken care of her. She had a lot of dignity, and she was just like, I remember she used to shake her head and said, I can't even feed myself, and that bothered me because I was saying to myself, I probably would be the same way. But you know, I didn't let her see that it would bother me. You know, I just went on and did what I was supposed to do, and so. I remember one of my friends asked me this stupid question. I guess she didn't mean no harm by asking. And she would ask me how we do it. And I was thinking to myself, what you mean, how do we do it? Yeah, I'm going to pause for a minute. Okay, back to the regular scheduled testimony. Whew. Sometimes, people, if you don't know what to say, just don't say nothing. That's what I learned to do. Just don't say nothing. Because sometimes the words that you say, they have such a sharp edge to them, you know, they can damage a person the rest of their life. You see, it's been 19 years and I still remember her asking me that. Even though she might have asked me with good intentions, but still, I still remember it. But anyway, we had moved my mama up to my sister's house. I told you I was on a Thursday, I remember. And at this point, like emotionally and mentally, I was so drained. I know everybody else was drained, but I'm just talking about myself. I'm not saying that I'm the only one that felt this way. I'm just telling you about me because this is my channel. This Miss V talking about her feelings. I was so drained mentally and emotionally. I think that's about the closest I've ever been to like having a nerve breakdown, just losing, just having an out-of-body experience, just, I don't know what you call it. But anyway, I knew something had to give because I wasn't going to be able to do this too much longer. So I prayed to God that, and I told God, I said, if my mother cannot be made whole again, and when I say whole, I mean cancer-free, free of pain, I accept your will for her life. And once I said that, I felt a little better, but I was still feeling like I was about to have a nerve breakdown. And so I was just like, Lord, you're going to have to help me. You can help me this, Father. You're going to have to help me with this one, because emotionally and mentally, I need some help. So I'm saying that to say, for somebody who's dealing with an adult person that you may be taking care of, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Because God is good. Just talk to God and ask him to give you strength to do what you need to do. And just learn. Well, I've learned. I'm not going to tell you to learn, because you have to do it at your own time. I have learned that I have to accept God's will, because he knows what's best. Of course it hurts. The flesh, the human body, us as humans, we don't want to hurt. We don't want to go through nothing. But all this stuff is necessary. So once I said that prayer, I felt better. And so I couldn't lose my mind, because I know my mama needed me. So I had to hold on for that reason. But at the same time, I needed God to help me. So I was pulled in two different directions. I'm about to lose my mind, but I can't lose my mind because my mama needs my help. So I just had to ask. I just gave it to God. I just gave it to him. And it seemed like once I did that, the next day I was on the phone talking to one of my girlfriends. And my sister, whose house we moved her to, beat in. That's back when we had the landlines and we had the three-way calling. So I told my girlfriend to hold on. And my sister called me and she said, Mama just died. I said, what? She said, Mama just passed away. Baby, you talking about a hurt and a relief at the same time? That same way I was pulled earlier, I was pulled the same way again. But for different reasons. I was pulled the pain of losing her, and then I was pulled this way, the relief of not having to see her hurt like that anymore. Whoo! I clicked back over and told my girlfriend what had just happened, and she was like, what? Okay, she said, I'll talk to you later. Baby, that's when I was able to just holler and just release everything. Because, the whole time we were taking care of her, I had to try to keep myself together. Even though after I left her and went home, I cried, but this is a different kind of cry. So I went ahead and did what I had to do. And fast forward, we buried her and all that good stuff. And so I came on here to encourage somebody to hold on. To hold on. It will get tolerable. I'm not going to say better, because I don't think better is a good word to use. I'll just say things will be better in a sense that you'll be able to cope. Let me put it like that. For those who have lost a loved one or who are experiencing taking care of, a loved one. It is hard. And anyone who says it's not is telling a lie. It is hard. Because there's nowhere in the world you can sit here and watch somebody. I don't care how close you are to God. I don't care how many titles you have in the church. I don't care how many tongues you speak. I don't care how many scriptures you read out of the Bible. How many books you know by heart. It is hard. It is still hard. Let's just keep it 100. Now, is God able to sustain you and give you the strength you need to go on? Yes, he is. And yes, he will do it. But it is still hard. Yes, it is. My mother been passed away 19 years. And I still cry just like she just died yesterday, because that's my only mother. I was driving around the road one day and just forgot what I was doing, just started crying. I just came back home and laid on the couch. And once I did that, I was feeling better. But you know what? If I had a choice right now, if I were given the choice right now to have your mother back in the condition she was in, or to go through this coping mechanism, guess what I would choose? I'd stay just like I am, going through this coping mechanism, because I wouldn't be that selfish just to want her here, just for my benefit, and she's in pain. So, it's hard. Yes, it is. It is hard. So, I really just wanted to do this testimony to let somebody, to reach out and let somebody know just to hold on. Yes, it is hard. Miss V gonna be 100% real with you. Yes, it's hard. Go ahead and cry if you need to cry. Whatever you need to do to cope, that is not harmful to you now. Do that. Because I have seen some people drink themselves to death coping, but I'm not talking about something like that. But a lot of times I just have to be to myself. I don't do it on a regular basis, but sometimes I just have to get to myself and just think. You know what uplifts my fear when I think about all the pain she was in. My thought process is different once I start thinking about all the pain that she is no longer in. But of course you're gonna miss them. Yeah, you're gonna miss them. But she's not hearing in pain anymore. And I thank God for that. So, I just wanted to come on here and encourage somebody. 19 years later. And I'm still coping. Still coping. So, I hope this video helped someone. If it did, please let me know in the comments. And if you have experienced anything similar, let me know in the comments. We can encourage each other. Like I said, just because this is my channel and I am a creator does not mean that I got it all together and that I know everything. No. We're here to encourage each other. Help each other. That's why I'm here on this platform. So anyway, this is Miss V. I got through my testimony. Yay! And I'm still in my right mind. Woo! Thank you, Jesus. He allowed everything to happen right at the right time. Right when I was just right there on the edge. I was, woo, right there. And I got that phone call. And all I could say was, thank you, Jesus. Because I knew it was him. He knew. I can only take so much. And I'm sure my sister and them were relieved too. Relieved, but sad. But whew, it's hard to say, but I was relieved. I'll admit, I was relieved. Yes, I was when I got that phone call. Because I was just like, whew, I don't know if I can take much more of this here. All she used to do is sit there and shake her head. Baby, don't you know that's hard to see somebody doing that? Somebody that was independent and up, walking around and doing everything that normal people do and in her good health and everything, just all of a sudden you just went down. Whew. You go to the bathroom, somebody else got to help you wipe your bottom. Somebody else got to help feed you. Somebody else got to help you comb. I'm back. Yes, that's hard. Having to depend on somebody else to help you put on your clothes, to help you use the bathroom, comb your hair. Just imagine that, people. That does do something to you mentally and emotionally. But anyway, that's my testimony. My testimony is that God is able to help you and to give you the strength that you need to endure these trials of life. Yes, he is, and he will do it. You just ask him and believe that he will do it. So, this is Miss V. I hope this video was helpful or encouraging to someone. And if you still have your mother or father in your life, cherish every moment. I know you're going to have disagreement. If you have a disagreement, your mother or father say something you don't like, just go to another room or leave their house or tell them you'll talk to them later. Opposed to saying something you might regret. So, this is Miss V. I'm going to continue to show you love, and continue to help you save on some of the things you need to get some of the things you want. Thank you and have a nice day.